Hey guys, Mr. McGee here. So one thing we haven't talked about much in class is a cabin air filter. All right, so this is an air filter that sits in the cabin of the vehicle, and it actually filters out all the air that's going through the vents and so forth in the car, and what actually comes out at you when you have the heat on, the air conditioning on. So I'm going to show you how to replace one on a vehicle here, talk a little bit about it. So we've got our cabin filter. And if you suffer from allergies, you can certainly appreciate something that filters out allergens, dust, stuff like that while you're driving. Because what the climate control is doing, basically, the majority of the time, is pulling in air from right under the wiper blades. So if you look, this is a Lexus RX300. We have the air being pulled in through these vents that a lot of times get clogged with leaves and debris and so forth. That's a whole nother topic for blower motors. But you know, sometimes those can get blocked. You can see how when the hood's closed, you know, they're barely noticeable. They're right underneath there, and they pull in fresh air. Okay, so if you have a damaged seal right here, you could actually be pulling in air from the engine, and actually you can see that I do have a damaged seal right here, so it actually is pulling in a little bit of this hot air from the engine. Not very much, negligible, but if this were missing or something like that, you'd be pulling in air from the engine. So it does pull in some fresh air, and then it recirculates it through the blower motor and into the car. Most cars nowadays have some type of cabin filter. It's charcoal activated. They're typically one way. So if you look on the side of the air filter, not the made in China part, but the other part here, you'll see airflow. That's where you want to make sure how you're putting it in. Okay, you could check the old one if you're not 100% sure on the configuration. You could check the old one and see if there is an arrow on the old one. So this one's fairly easy. We're going to go ahead and change the one that's in this car. So I've already looked up the procedure. You could look it up in All Data, or you could look it up even on eBay. You know, you could do that. So when we go in here, most people, their glove box is, you know, pretty messy. Mine is. It's my wife's car. So as you're getting in here, there's a little trap door right here, and I'm gonna see if I can get some more light in here. We've got a light in here now, and you can see that we've got our trap door off, which is, you can see it's just a couple clips. It pulls right out. There's no screws or anything on it. And then on the inside here, we have something else that we can just pull right out. All right, and actually it does say right here, if I can get that in the picture, up. So literally I just turned this. I turned this whole thing. As I pulled it, I just turned it upward and it came right out. Every manufacturer is going to be a little bit different. This one, I guarantee I have not changed in a very, very long time. I don't even know if I've changed this at all. And my family and I have allergies, so not a good thing. But you can see actually right here, it says that side up. So the airflow is coming up from the bottom and through this filter before it goes into the defrost or out the vents. So I should just be able to pull this right out. It slides right out. If you need to, you could use some needle nose pliers, and you're going to be able to see this thing is pretty beat. Now it does start off gray, okay, so it's not that it's that unbelievably clogged that it turned gray on its own, but look on the inside of this. This is just clogged solid. There is not one of these vents that isn't completely clogged with all types of stuff. So anyway, I'm not going to pull that out of there's a plastic case that this is in. Not going to pull that out yet until I'm ready. So I make sure that the old one goes back in the same way. So this is the way that I took it out, and it slides in this way. Okay, you've got up here, obviously it says right there, and all the material that's being filtered is right here. So obviously the air from the vents from the outside is going into here before it comes out. Well, ideally it would come out clean. So my airflow actually goes down. So as I put in my new filter is going to go in this way to make sure, like if there's an airflow on this filter, we'll make sure that the airflow is going this way, straight down. All right, so I've got the new one in. This is a good example of where we have a manufacturer, aftermarket obviously, because I'm not getting this directly from Lexus, but got a manufacturer obviously that wants to take the cheap way out. Definitely a quality difference here between the two filters, and actually we have quite the design difference too. So this one, the filter actually goes all the way, filter material goes all the way to the edge. This one does not. This one has a lip, the old one has a lip all the way around it, and that allows it to sit in there really well, and actually blocks out any air from not going through the filter, which is obviously what you want. So when I put this one in, this does have this little foam piece, you know, which seals it up there. So it does actually fit in here, and I did double check with the parts store to make sure that we had the correct filter for this application. He double checked, it is the right filter, and it does fit in the slot. This could work. The only problem is I've got a gap. You can see right through here, so some of my air is not actually going through the cabin filter, which, I mean, in this case I'm fine with, but I did want to show you guys, especially if it's your car, but if you're servicing someone else's car, you know, give them the option if you see something like this. You know, to me, if I had more time and they had a different one, if they had this one in stock, which they don't, this particular design, like the more expensive filter, I would have gotten it, especially because I'm dealing with people with allergies. So, you know, again, you're going to get very minor amounts of air that's going to go through this unfiltered. I'm kind of fine with that. I'm just making the call for me and my family that I'm fine with that. You know, but again, if there was a better filter, one closer to the original equipment quality, I would have gone with that. So I just wanted to, you know, let you guys know, you know, there's some things made out there in the aftermarket that are really good quality, you know, and there's some things that really aren't. And this is an example of one that they didn't put any money into, and you know, it shows. So we're gonna slide this puppy right back in here. It should go right in. I made sure that I've got my airflow arrow correct. It just goes right in there, and then I've got two doors that hold it in. So that's the frame that holds the filter. Then I've got this one here, which I don't know if I can do this while I'm on the phone, but it does go right up there and clip, and that is definitely a very important part because it actually seals the air as well. So it does sit right there. I'm going to double check the fitment in a second. And then we've got just this little trim piece that goes on here and kind of blocks anything from falling out of the back of the glove box. Okay, And so so that's changing the cabin filter. If you've never... So last bit here, guys, we've got I just wanted to talk to you about the airflow into the vehicle. So obviously we've got heat, we've got air conditioning, things that run off the engine in most cars, and they come through, you know, they come through the vents, they come through the defrost, they come on the floor. Everybody's familiar with the, you know, the climate control in different vehicles. They do all sorts of different things. So every manufacturer's got a different way of setting up the particular airflow between your vents, when it shifts down to the floor, when it comes up to the defrost, and then it's got a series of valves or doors which can change the way the coolant from the engine is coming in to the heater core and blowing air over a hot heater core, or blowing air over a cold, blowing warmer air from the car over a cold, you know, air conditioning evaporator. And so that's kind of how you get between, you know, hot air, cold air. You've got lots of different ways. Every manufacturer has a different way of doing that. Some use valves, some use doors, some use, you know, several different ways that they can change whether it's hot or cold. Some actually, older vehicles actually even shut off flow of hot coolant to the car. You know, most cars nowadays, though, they just shut off the airflow that goes through the heater core. You know, so if we get out of the vehicle, when we come over here, we can see, you know, right up under here, you know, if you follow the radiator hoses and then you go down, mine is under there. You've got heater core lines that are going into the vehicle that are carrying hot coolant into the heater core, which then that fresh air that's being sucked into the vehicle, if you've got the heat on, the air is blowing by that heater core, heating up and going into, you know, into your face or legs. So you know, quick brief synopsis of how climate control works in changing a really dirty cabin filter. So hope you guys had a good day. We'll talk to you soon.